Hey everybody, welcome to the latest edition of Power Rankings. That's Ryan, I'm Susanna, and we are going to rank in power the games from week 6, the teams that
only week 6.
Just week 6.
Don't care what happened before.
And we say this every single week, but just so everybody
leave an angry
is clear.
YouTube comment anyway.
Exactly.
We don't care. We don't read them.
We don't.
We can't read them.
We actually, yeah, they advise us not to.
Yeah.
All right, so number 1 this week is the Panthers, who put together a pretty impressive 27-23 win against the Seahawks, coming from behind in the fourth quarter. Cam Newton looked probably as good as he's ever looked, especially in those 2 drives.
Two 80-yard touchdown drives in the fourth quarter to win this game.
He was a stud. We could also talk about the fact, that the Seahawks once again.
Nope, don't do this. Don't do this.
But,
don't do this.
Let's not spoil it. Let's not spoil it.
Let's
for the
go back
Panthers.
to positive. Greg Olsen is awesome for the Panthers. They don't really have a lot of wide receiver
they're
options.
so depleted in the wide receiver option.
But they have Greg Olsen, so they're almost fine.
Almost fine. And they've got a heck of a defense that looked really good with Luke Kuechly back, and
especially late in that game.
Yep. All right.
Stuff,
so
Panthers.
Moving on to number 2, the Bengals.
Cincinnati still roll
still undefeated.
We haven't seen bad Andy Dalton.
No.
We didn't see him in this game. We haven't seen him so far this year.
Ryan, it's
Have I jinxed it?
It's not the postseason.
Oh, you're saying it's
yet.
not a playoff game.
I'm just saying
I see what you're doing.
That we've
That's
got
fine.
to keep it in perspective.
3 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks taken.
No, yeah.
That's a very good Andy Dalton.
Yep, and they're spreading it out. They had Tyler Eifert, Jeremy Hill, and Marvin Jones all scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones with that ridiculous red dotting into the end zone.
He looked like a broken PlayStation 2
That was really,
game.
that was pretty sweet. Enjoyed that. All right, number 3, the Patriots.
Yeah. Rightfully so. I mean, we have to, we look, the Colts are not a very good team right now.
No.
But the Pats have an offense that is basically unstoppable.
Sure, absolutely. And I mean, everybody's going to talk about this game and the ridiculousness that happened. And so, the Colts did themselves no favors in this particular game, but the Patriots did exactly what they had to do, and Tom Brady's putting up, 300-plus yards once again. I mean, it's...
And the Pats defense does enough. I mean, this is what the Colts did in the second half for their first 5 drives. Punt, whatever that trick play was, 2 more punts. In a close game that was closer than we probably thought it was going to be, New England's defense did what they had to do.
I keep reminding myself that the Colts were leading at halftime, which gets lost
not much beyond that
in that mess. But all right, so number 3, the Patriots. Number 4,
a team we have not talked about.
Absolutely. The Saints.
Yeah.
Huge upset against Atlanta on Thursday night. I mean, win by 10 points, 31-21. That's
Drew Brees.
Exactly.
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is still Drew Brees.
Taking a little sip.
Gosh, he threw over 300 yards. I think this was just that huge blocked punt.
Yeah.
That the return for a touchdown. It was just, this was a big morale boost.
Yes.
For a team that needed it.
In
desperately.
recent vintage Saints fashion, the offense looked great. And they have no defense, and we're just going to kind of ignore that for the time being because Devonta Freeman ran all over them.
I know. Well, and the thing is that, Atlanta was flying.
Yeah.
So this handed them their first loss, so we way to go.
In one of the NFL's most respectful rivalries. A lot of love between these 2 cities and teams.
Absolutely. So well done, Saints. And rounding it out, number 5, the Steelers, who stymied a pretty hot Arizona offense.
Let's play quick pop quiz. How many passes had Landry Jones thrown in the regular season in his career before this game? That's right. It's 0. And he goes out and against the Cardinals, who have a really nice defense. 8 of 12. 2 touchdowns, 168 yards. It helps that they got Martavis Bryant back.
Well, yeah, he basically made up for most of those yards.
Quarterback yards are one of the biggest frauds in NFL.
Well, yeah, that's a fair point. But, I mean, you got to give the Steelers credit.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger, Michael Vick goes down with the hammy injury. And
with a hammy
bring in Landry.
Injury, yeah.
I love that his name's Landry too. That's like such a third-string quarterback name.
On this broadcast, they were like, oh, Landry Jones did so many great things in college. Please find an Oklahoma fan. They will tell you otherwise.
Well, That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we got. We're
teams.
gonna do this again next week, and it's going to be a whole slew of new teams. So
wipe your memory of everything we just
clear
said.
It exactly.
Doesn't matter for
if you're
next week.
angry, you know, bottle it up and throw it away.
Send your comments to Alex Rubenstein at Vox Media.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.